Hi, I am Neil, and together we will explore storytelling through news stories. In this video, we will take a deep dive into defining news, the 10 elements of news, and the 8 qualities of a good news story. We'll also distinguish 2 basic types of news stories and discuss how we actually write news. At this point, I will provide a QR code so you can access a handout containing a comprehensive outline of this video and link to sample news articles for every discussion point in this video. Make sure to stay with me as we go over news stories. To begin, let's define news. According to Dean Spencer of Syracuse University, news is any account of a person, idea, or event which interests a large number of people and is capable of being understood by them. From this definition, we discern 3 fundamental characteristics of a news story. First, it is relative. Next, it is interesting to the public. And third, the audience can grasp its significance. Now, how do reporters decide in getting news that's actually worth covering? We have 10 elements of news or news values that will guide us in how we write and even consume news articles. First, we have timeliness. Then we have prominence. We have proximity, both physical and psychological, oddity or novelty, significance, conflict, suspense, human interest, progress, and humor. These characteristics contribute to our definition of news and set a guiding principle in writing a news story. So, how do we make a compelling news story? Crafting a compelling news story requires 8 essential qualities: authenticity, accuracy, mass appeal, good taste, balance, objectivity, clarity, and timeliness. So what if one of the qualities is not present in an article? Or what if one of the elements is not considered? Can we still consider that as a news story? News stories are not just mere articles or reports, nor they are used to grab your attention. News stories put a weight on credibility and relevance. In journalism, we follow a systematic process so that what we present and publish is credible and relevant, along with the characteristics and qualities mentioned earlier. That systematic process involves data gathering, writing the article, and verifying the material itself. This sets journalism apart from bloggers or those who try to cover events or stories. News stories fall into 2 categories: straight news stories, which are direct, concise, and formal, and feature news stories, which use literary devices to engage readers and offer a more personal touch. Although these 2 types of news stories differ in form and style, both types aim for objectivity and factual reporting. Now, how do we write a story? Most journalists use the inverted pyramid structure when writing news stories. The inverted pyramid structure prioritizes the most important information at the beginning and supplements it with supporting details and less crucial information. This structure is effective because most news readers are busy people and they want to grasp the key facts quickly. We can use other structures and formulas when writing a news story, but the most effective formula for writing a good news story is actually a good and logical organization of information mixed with the harmony of design. Now, let's explore the process of writing a good news story. We start by gathering information from reliable sources, aiming for completeness and accuracy. We can actually verify if the source is reliable, and it will help us grasp the whole event when we consider all sides of the issue and verify information through multiple sources. Then, we write the lead. The lead should attract and persuade readers to continue reading and setting the mood and revealing the story angle. There are different types of leads. The direct lead or the summary lead gives us the most important facts, or the who, what, when, where, how, and why. The delayed lead can also give the essence of the story, but applying the elements of creativity and suspense to make the story more interesting to the reader. The delayed lead may be a question or a quotation or a narrative or anecdote, a creative description of what happened, or an unexpected or striking lead. When writing the lead, focus on the story's angle, making it interesting, unique, and clear to your intended audience. Keep it brief, but at the same time, informative, avoiding negativity and generalizations. The lead is usually the first paragraph of your story, but the body is where you support or elaborate your story. When writing the body of the story, organize your ideas logically and tackle one main point at a time. Emphasize your main point with necessary information, use good transitions, and consider subheadings for long or complex stories. Always cite your sources, avoid personal opinions, and infuse your writing with humanity to avoid making your story robotic. Of course, you don't want to leave your reader hanging. Every story has a start and an end. With that, conclude your story with one of these approaches. One is a summary ending, wrapping up the story with key facts. Another is a climax ending, focusing on the peak of the event. You can also use a stinger, ending with an unexpected twist, or end with an unending, leaving readers in suspense for a follow-up. The next step is to publish your story. In today's digital context, news can be published online. Before the digital trend, we publish our news stories in a newspaper. Whether we publish our story online or in print, we still follow the copy format. This guideline will help us be organized and uniform in terms of format. It will also help the editor check your story and publish it in the appropriate platform. An important aspect of the copy format is the slug line, which is a short descriptive phrase you can use to represent the content of your article. This will give your editor an idea of what they will read and how will they use and appropriate your story. The next step is to publish your story. In today's digital context, news can be published online. Before the digital trend, we publish our news stories in a newspaper. Whether we publish our story online or in print, we still follow the copy format. This guideline will help us be organized and uniform in terms of format. It will also help the editor check your story and publish it in the appropriate platform. An important aspect of the copy format is the slug line, which is a short descriptive phrase you can use to represent the content of your article. This will give your editor an idea of what they will read and how will they use and appropriate your story. As we discussed the essentials of news stories, we realized that writing news stories needs to be systematic, and the process of writing a quality news story is important. It is important to consider all elements and qualities of a news story as these set apart your news story from other stories or types of writing. I hope this video will equip you to write news stories for your community. Stories may end, but they will always spark a new conversation. So feel free to share your thoughts in our discussion and let's continue this conversation. Thank you for joining me in this video and don't forget to stay tuned for more informational videos. Scan the QR code now to access the handout and sample news articles.